Been a long time since I've streamed. Feels like a long time. Hopefully the sound's good. If the sound's not good, maybe somebody will let me know. Anyway, we're gonna play a bunch of different games tonight. I'm probably gonna take a break in between each one just to set up, because I only have a few games set up for streaming. Scum being one of them, so I decided to do this one first because it was already ready to go. So, this is the same playthrough that I did on previous streams. So, if you spent any time looking at the previous streams for Scum, then this is the same save. Alright. Let's go ahead and continue. Since the last save, I did do a few things off, well, a lot of things off screen. Mostly base building and getting better gear, etc. Just so you don't have to see the boring stuff. I haven't logged in a few days, so we probably need to repair all our stuff. Let's see. Everything's about half. I should have a toolbox that I brought home from my last trip out. We need to repair some things before we get going. Oh, I've been playing so much of other games that getting back to this one, you just have like a learning curve of getting back into the groove of things. I now have a repair kit. It might still be... oh, here it is. We'll take the repair kit. And where did I drop it? Did I drop it? Yeah, I put it in my bag. Okay. So let's repair everything real quick before we leave. Repair all base elements. Okay. Everything should be repaired now. I was starting to upgrade it, and then I just got tired of building. So, one thing I like about this game is get tired of building. You can totally take a break from it. Alright, I need to empty the car of some of this stuff. I think I couldn't decide what to sell when I was selling. Man, I can use pretty much everything on me. Let's see, I keep hitting the wrong button because, once again, I've been playing other games, so I gotta get used to... gotta get used to playing this one again. I gotta remember which thing switches from first person, third person. Alright, screwdrivers. That was a big thing that I had trouble when I left the base last time. Didn't have enough screwdrivers for things. I did waste a crowbar opening stuff. I saved these yellow screwdrivers for some in-game content eventually. Let's see how much. So it takes half of that to repair that. Mostly just getting my stuff ready to go. Repair that. And I know there's been an update relatively recently, so I haven't played much since the update. And as usual, they broke some things, they fixed some things. I know the puppet spawns have been worse since the update. they haven't been doing a great job of updating the puppet spawns. Let's see, how much ammo do we have on us? No 9mm right now. Do I have I keep pressing this wrong button. Do I have a gun repair kit right now? I do not, but we can go buy one. We do need 9mm ammo. Might take the 2 boxes. I have stuff in the car too, I just haven't. Like, I enjoy playing, but like, just sorting inventory is like a job all in itself. And that's something we'll probably go make like a run and do some stuff, and then I'll sort it off camera another day. So as you can tell, we got plenty of room still in the truck, and we got some stuff to sell, like wheels and the back seat, a few other things that I picked up along the way. But we need a gun repair kit for our pistol. So let's go down and get it. I gotta remember how to change first person, third person. Alright. Alright. So I don't have any key cards to go do any specific bunkers or anything right now. I mean, I could go to a kill box and get some loot that way. We'll see. We might go exploring. We might go in the city. I don't know what we're gonna do today. As long as we don't die. That's the goal. The rest doesn't really matter. What do we have here? Shotgun shells. Haven't been using a shotgun lately. Let's go ahead and eat while we got a second. I'm wearing all this gear. My character's probably going to be hot. Alright. I know I'm doing that the hard way, but I'm lazy right now. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go to town. We're gonna get us a repair kit so we can fix our pistol. We'll load up our pistol and then we'll go loot some stuff. I don't know exactly how long I'll play Scum. Might do like an hour, might do 2 hours, I don't know. We'll see how things go. If I die and I have to go get my stuff, that may extend it. But we might go on a little trek. We might go to the big city up here. I haven't decided exactly what my goals are right now. I don't really have any specific goals other than to not die. We could get some key cards. That's one thing we could do. And go do a bunker. Which I still haven't done still haven't done a kill box yet. On the game in general. It's just one of those things where, like, you have to go in knowing that you may not come out. So you need, like, yellow screwdrivers, like the 2 that I have at home. And a bunch of lockpicks. Which I could go do one if I get a key for one, but is it worth risking? I don't know. And then, of course, you have abandoned bunkers and whatnot. I think the trader is over here. For the most part, the server is not super full of people. I think there's literally like 10 or 12 players total that have played on this server. Like if you go here and look at events, there's like 30 people who have logged into the server, but most people have not played very much. As you can see, there's a lot of zeros when it comes to fame. Oh, so only a few of us actually playing pretty heavily. Alright, so we need repair kit. 10,000. A little expensive, but is what it is. I gotta get a bank card. I don't even have a bank card on me. That's awful. Gotta go to the bank, get a bank card. I think my bank cards, I end up like getting a bank card and then I leave it in a bag or something and then I need another one. We'll make a gold card, sure. Let's see. I don't know what pen I want to use. I'm gonna do whatever. Not like there's no PvP on this server, so it's not like my bank card's gonna get taken by somebody. If this was a PvP server, I wouldn't want anybody knowing my pin. But don't really care because this is a PvE server. Of course, my character's hot because she's wearing all this gear. Alright, tools, repair, cleaning kit. Oh, I don't want two of them. I want one. There we go. Alright. So let's repair this. We're gonna open these boxes. Something I don't like about the way the inventory works, sometimes it puts it like up here. And I need it down here with my clips and stuff. So let's load it. You can keep loading. I know you can load while we walk. Let's load our clips. And we'll go, I don't know. Like I said, we might drive around and just whatever we run into, we might do. Don't have a particular plan today on things I want to accomplish. But we might go, like I mentioned earlier, we might actually go to the big city and just kind of get some loot there. Eventually I want to go to the radiation zone and get a bunch of lockpicks and stuff. You get a lot of screwdrivers from the radiation zone. Alright. And then I should have a clip in here. So if I go 3 and reload, we should have an empty clip in here I can fill up. Yep. With the last of our bullets. Yeah, I know this is super tedious, but this game goes for realism over a lot of other things. Outside of zombies. Zombies, not realistic at all. But like having to load your guns before you go into combat. Not every game makes you do that for sure. Alright. Let's see. C4. We could try to run to the airdrop. I don't know if we're gonna make it, but we could run to the airdrop. I also have to get to the used to the sensitivity, because when I played this game, I was playing it pretty heavily, because I have almost 200 hours into it in a very short amount of time, and I got used to really high sensitivity, and then I switched to playing Power World for like 2 or 3 weeks, so sensitivity there is a lot lower, or a lot, a lot less sensitive. So it's weird having to relearn sensitivity when you switch from game to game. And then I also went back and played a little bit of Redfall and try to get used to that again. I never did finish Redfall, which I might play some of that tonight, just so people that haven't seen that game. It's not. There's a lot of controversy around Redfall, but a lot of it's people curbing it. Basically, the game did not meet their expectations, so because the game didn't meet their expectations, they trashed it. And really, the game is, to me, the game is basically playing something like Borderlands. It's like playing Borderlands 2 or 3, and it just doesn't feel like a new game, if that makes any sense. So while I feel like people have the right to be angry about it, I feel like the reaction to the amount of hate it got for, people saying, oh, it's just a buggy mess and blah, blah, blah. It really wasn't a buggy mess. I almost had 0 bugs. And they fixed pretty much majority of the minor issues that they had. Game's actually harder now because it used to be you could easily dodge vampires and whatnot by strafing out of the way. Can't do that anymore. They will hit you no matter what. Let's see where we are. I'm gonna go north. I do have enough screwdrivers for the airdrop, so if we do go north and find it in time, I don't know if we'll have enough time to get there, we can get all the goodies out of it. We just have to be pretty quick about getting the loot. Might end up using most of this ammo that I have. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, back to Redfall. It got a lot of hate that was unwarranted, and I think people just expected more from a Bethesda collab with what it was. They're called Arcane. Don't quote me, but basically it's the team that did Dishonored, and because they did Dishonored so well, people were like, "Wow, this is gonna be a great game," and they basically got told to make a multiplayer shooter, and no one on that dev team has ever made a multiplayer shooter. So we got a game that was made by developers who didn't know what they were doing. And for what it is, it's actually a pretty decent game, but it is what it is. There's a lot of aspects of it I hope they change, which, I mean, what made me upset was that they did no updates. It took like at least 3 months, I think, before they dropped the first patch that really fixed everything. And that's what annoyed me, because they were like, well, we're going to support this game, multi-years into the future, yada yada. And we haven't gotten any DLC characters yet. We're not supposed to get them till later this year. We haven't gotten... That fix took forever to come out. I think since the game launched, it's had maybe 3 updates. So that's what annoyed me about the game, was that they only did like 3 updates for the game in a matter of... Let's see, that came out for Halloween. So since October of last year, we've only gotten 3 updates. Versus you look at like an indie developer who has a much smaller staff, much smaller team, and they can get the updates out, In a month. Less than a month. Oh, there's an extra car. Might check that on the way back. We don't need to go this way, we need to go the other way. It's the only bad thing right now. Is we're trying to get to this airdrop. And if you miss a road, we might not make it in time. I'm like totally expecting not to make it and then us go into the big city, but we'll see. We will see. Alright, how far is the airdrop from this location? Alright, should be, if we gun it, it'll be right in the middle of the woods in front of us. Not sure if I've done an airdrop on stream yet. I can't remember. It's been so long since I played. They're pretty straightforward. Basically, they drop a bunch of supplies. Sometimes it's really good stuff. Sometimes it's junky stuff that you don't need, but you can sell. And it summons zombies. So there's like a zombie horde surrounding said box. And if you don't get to it in a certain amount of time, it will explode. So that's why I'm not sure how much time's going to be left by the time I get there to actually do what needs to be done. We're almost on top of it. Oh, there it is. I see that. I see it in the clearing now. Oh, and that's what I was trying to avoid, hitting a tree. Alright. So there it is. Let's see. Here comes the zombies. They're teleporting in. I don't know if we have enough time to necessarily clear all these guys out before we run out of time. May just have to run in. Well, let's just do it the hard way, shall we? And my shooting is probably going to be crap because I haven't played for a few days. So, bear with me while I get used to it again. Alright. Oh. And I gotta remember how many rounds I got in each clip. Let's see if we can get inside. I'm so used to pressing different buttons for like sprinting. This game, it makes sense once you've played it, but it has the sprint key is actually the scroll bar. So your movement is set to whatever you are set to on the scroll bar. Okay, we got plenty of time. Let's close this door. Alright. So they can't get in, by the way, while that's happening. 4, 5, 6. Now they will just sit outside indefinitely until I leave. So I'm gonna have to fight them when I get out. But we're gonna be able to loot all this stuff at least and see what's in here. Alright, let's see how many failed lockpick attempts we have. Oh, that one's pretty close. Gas mask and some gloves. Not all that useful. I'm gonna keep doing that probably the whole time here. Hey, here's a gun cleaning kit. I'll have to buy another one of those. Most of these are the easiest locks. See, now we got a bunch of stuff. I'm not sure if I can carry all that. We'll see. I gotta get rid of some of this Junk. Let's see what's in the other boxes first. Before. Respirator and more gloves. As you can tell, sometimes it's all randomized loot, so sometimes the loot is subpar, like this time. Battery and an alternator for a car we don't have. I don't. Yeah, I can't carry that inside of that. And we got one more. One more. So close. There we go. Okay. We got a gun, Peacekeeper. With a good bit of ammo. So let's... Peacekeeper. A sight. All this stuff is useful. I can probably put this in that bag once I move stuff around. I do want my lockpicks. I don't know what else I want to take with me though. I might take... I don't need the sledgehammer. Take the toolkit. The nails. The bolts. I might be able to fit everything but the sledgehammer. Which is probably good enough. Because I don't really need... Like, this respirator is kind of useless. I don't really need more medical gloves. Nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. And the battery was in that one. Alright. But yeah, basically once this timer runs out, it blows up. So, let's get out of here. See if anybody's chasing us. No. Okay. Oh, we do have somebody chasing us. Alright. So now, in 11 minutes, that's going to explode. Alright. Let's get out of first person. And... I don't know, I guess we're going to go to the big city because we're already here. And I was talking about it. What makes the big city kind of a dangerous place is the number of zombies that spawn in. There's a few tricks you can use to kind of avert some of that. But like the number of zombies can be very, very much a problem very quickly if you're not careful in the big city. Especially with the horde modes on. I was watching an older stream before the horde update, and someone tried to make the hordes might make a version of the hordes to like give people an idea of what to maybe expect once the hordes came. And he put zombies on like the maximum spawn and made a bunch of noise and had a bunch of them come to him. And not super accurate to what actually happens. Because they actually spawn in more zombies that weren't there. Plus the surrounding zombies all come to you. So, gets out of hand very quickly. And I might be using that pistol that we got as self-defense, because I don't even know if we have any 9mm ammo in this truck. Speaking of what's in the truck, we probably need to sort our inventory a little bit. Every time I go in the city, I get turned around. And I mean, I know by design it's probably made to do that, but let's see what we got here. I got $2,000 in there. Didn't know I had. Doesn't look like I had any 9 mil. I could go through all these backpacks, but I'm lazy. Lazy right now. Realistically, I don't need to carry that. I don't need to carry this. Don't need shotgun shells. I don't have a shotgun on me. Don't need the cleaning kit because we're going to run out of ammo very soon. Don't need this cleaning kit on me. Kind of trying to get everything off of me that we absolutely don't need. Because we got about 1.5 clips before we're going to have to switch pistols. I don't need duct tape on me. I don't need this ammo on me. We're out of 9 mil ammo, so I might put 2 clips back in here. And we'll just have 3 clips with us. What I'm probably going to do is take that gun and load it as a backup. Okay. Da, da, da. I keep pressing the wrong button. Okay, inventory. We don't need armor piercing rounds yet. We'll put that sight on it since it can take a sight. We'll load it. And we're going to try not to have to use it. Alright. We gotta keep our head on a swivel. Because this place is very dangerous. Yeah, the next airdrop, C2. So the one that's just there is about to explode, and there's going to be another one spawning in. The server spawn is pretty quick for airdrops, and since there's not many people on this server, it's pretty easy to hit them and, get the stuff and get out. Alright. A lot of neat stuff you can get in this town. I'm still learning this town, and I haven't I don't know all the good spots to hit. I know there's some gun stores. Only know like one of the locations of the gun stores. Character's thirsty. Go ahead and drink while we got a second before we get into the nonsense that's going to happen in the city. Because we will have some nonsense, that's for sure. And I may go quiet because I'm looking for where the zombies are going to spawn at. Like I said, you gotta kind of keep your head on a swivel, especially since the update. They can come through walls, they can pop up just about anywhere. Screwdriver. I'd like to have those. And I don't really need a single bolt. don't really need that. Ooh, another screwdriver. Definitely needed that. So the place I'm going to right here is one of the many China shops. You can see there's a walking zombie back there. And this is where you can get some of the swords in the game. A lot of the swords will just be freely on the ground in here, if they have one. Looks like a negative on finding a sword. You can also find like clothes, like shoes and stuff, in these boxes. But yeah, it looks like the sword. Either somebody's been here and got it already, or not one spawning in this store right now. Oh, I think we got the spear instead. Yep, got some fans and the spear. I don't mind the spear, but the sword is definitely better. I think we'll take it because I didn't bring a melee weapon with me. So let's actually put it. I don't know why I cleared all that room just to put it in that spot, but I didn't bring a melee weapon, so I'm gonna grab it, even though it's not the best. Just sometimes you get caught in a situation, and instead of pulling a gun, it's better to just pull a melee weapon out so you don't draw attention to yourself more than you already have. Anything back here? Nope. Like I said, I haven't explored the town a crazy amount. Mostly because of the danger involved in coming here. But it's all good. I think we got a bottle of water. And anything else? No, just water. See if there's anything up here worthwhile. Haven't really been up here. Looks like that's a negative. Nothing really worthwhile here. Trying to see. Because sometimes the zombies change positions and they'll just be like right up on you. I could check here. These garages might have some car parts and some more screwdrivers. Just gotta be kind of sneaky because they usually spawn in zombies, especially in that courtyard right there. Oh, there's one right there. Yeah, you just gotta be slow and methodical here, because if you get a horde here, there's not a lot of places to hide. Get my arrows back once he is declothed. Alright, let's get out the sun real quick. Check for some screwdrivers. I will need wire cutters in the future. I keep pressing escape because in other games, usually escapes to get out the menu. But here, if you just press tab, it'll get you out of whatever you're searching. And I haven't adjusted back to this game yet. Okay, nothing really useful in here. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, need to check a setting Censored. Okay, yeah. So making sure this game does have full nudity, and I wanted to make sure that it was censored. We don't want to get that on YouTube. Though I'm sure there's plenty of people that have. What are my gloves condition? 82. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. There's lockpick. Got an advanced lockpick. Loose screwdriver. I did it again. Some hot pants. Don't really need those. My character's already sweating. Another one. Those actually sell for a good amount. If you're looking for like things to sell, especially in the early game. I might keep them, but haven't decided yet. Okay. Electric generator. Probably with the electric generator. I don't think I can put it in the backpack. Even if I had the room, I don't think I could put it in the backpack. Because it's 20 kilograms. But if we can get it back to the car, we can bring it home. Make some electricity at home. Just gonna run straight to the car. Because I'm kind of vulnerable with this in my hands. I gotta drop it to start fighting. We're close enough where stamina shouldn't run out. Well, I say that, and my stamina is almost gone. But I mean, there's no zombies that spawn really in this little area right here. So we can take a breather. It's our Honda generator. Oh. You know, I say there's no zombies spawning, and what happens? They put a zombie right in front of me. As you can see, it drops it on the ground, so let's deal with this zombie. Okay. Take this in our hands. Get it to the car. And we'll drop these things in the car while we're here. Free up space. I need to drop this on the ground. Need the bullets. If we do police station, we might need these lockpicks. Might drink out of one of these water containers. I just drink this completely, since my character seems to be always thirsty. The reason, if you're wondering why I'm not bringing the car into the city, I don't want to get jumped by a bunch of zombies and then be in the city and have to get my car. It's a lot easier, especially since I have backup weapons and stuff. If I die, I can run to the car, kind of get semi-re-geared, and then go get my body. Just makes life a lot easier than risking your vehicle in a zombie-infested city. So, the police station is kind of towards the center of town. I don't know if I'm gonna go there. I want to say one of the hunting stores is close to where we are, like either down that street or down one of these streets. Let's get stamina back while we're figuring out where to go. Character's always hungry and thirsty. I think we might eat some kiwis. Zombie there. And we don't have to aggro. I think I get this street confused. Like I said, I haven't figured out the best way to navigate and get to the hotspots of the city yet. Oh, by far not an expert at this game. And I think with the way they change things, I don't know if anybody's truly an expert at this game. Now, somebody who might be an expert at an aspect of this game, but being an expert at the game is definitely gonna have a few thousand hours into it. Because there's a lot of things that have been changed, a lot of nuances to the game you wouldn't expect. Just checking up here. So in the vicinity, up here you can see what you can grab. There is nothing in here. Starting to wonder if somebody came through here recently. A4 for the airdrop. If we were back home, that'd be a good one. And a zombie's hitting me. Can I help you, ma'am? Can I help you, ma'am? Can you pick that up? We got an infection. Infections are lame. It's a C1 infection. It probably won't cause any problems, but think that's probably the one thing in this game in particular that annoys me is infections. Because you need very specific items that you don't always have to deal with an infection. Need things like alcohol. I hear you, but I don't see you. My character needs to pee. So I guess we're gonna have to take care of that. Let's just take care of both of them, shall we? While we look around. So, the police station's around here in the middle. We might go that way. It's a little robo. Alright, are you done? Okay. We pooped. And we didn't drop anything good. Sometimes you'll poop and a gun will pop up. So, always gotta check your poop. You never know what'll happen. Here's a zombie. Been wondering where they were. I feel like... Okay, where'd that arrow go? I feel like they have been... lackluster for some unknown reason. Like, usually there's a lot more zombies than this. So something is off. Also wondering if the server owners may have downed the zombies due to the number of glitches we've been experiencing with zombies lately. So that might be why there's hardly any zombies here. Well, not exactly where I want to be, but if we find... not what I wanted. We'll take it, but it's not what I was looking for. I was looking for some, like, alcohol. Rubbing alcohol. Just so I don't have to worry about this stupid infection. Infection 1 usually will go away on its own pretty easily. Wine does not really work because it has low alcohol content. You need like a whiskey or something to use to sanitize your wound. So I was seeing if we would get lucky, but we did not. So I know there's like a car repair place in there that might have some good car stuff, but not really looking for car stuff right now. The place is pretty empty, man. I have a feeling somebody's hit up the city recently. So this might not be worth the trouble I'm gonna get myself into, potentially. And a car. What's nice about cars is if you can get it running, or at least get it somewhat working, or you can at least push it, you can sell them for a pretty decent amount. Okay, this one's got an engine, it's got a battery. It's always good to make a note of what they have in them to see if they're a good sales prospect. Needs 2 wheels, a front seat. That's a car that could potentially be like put together by somebody. I don't think we're gonna put it together, but somebody could take advantage of that car. 100% water bottle. It's an okay find. Some glue. Dun, dun, dun. I've been going for almost an hour, so I think this is a supermarket. Okay. I think we're gonna switch games in a little bit. Not that I don't love this game, I just I don't know. I want to play something a little more, I guess, relaxed is the right word. Where I'm not like on edge. Because this game keeps you on edge. Because zombies can pop out at any moment. And it's hard to get, I don't know. A lot of people that play this game say they get, like desensitized to the zombies and stuff that goes on. But I haven't yet. I'm almost 200 hours in and they still like catch me off guard and I'll panic sometimes. So we'll switch to a more relaxing game after this, or really just a different game, because I have a lot of different games we can play. And as you can tell, since somebody's kind of ransacked this city, this loot run isn't going all that well for me. So instead of wasting our time continuing to try to find some loot, go do something that's a little more guaranteed. We'll check in here before we completely bail this place. Is this the same one? I think this is the same one that we searched earlier. Yeah, it is. Okay. I thought it was, but I wanted to make sure. So yeah, we're gonna probably call it here in a minute. I'm gonna drive the truck home, and then we'll end this part of the stream with Scum, and we'll move on to a different game. Maybe we'll play something like Nightingale's a new one. We can play that one for a little bit. Now at Nightingale, I'm pretty far into the game. I'm kind of into not necessarily the late game, but we're pretty close. We're on like there's a quest where you have to get access to what they call the Watch, and the Watch is like a player hub where you can meet other players. And once you do that, you kind of get access to the final version of the realms, and you'll see when we get into that game. It's pretty neat. Now, it's not as amazing as the ads tried to make it out to be. It's got a lot, but it does have a lot of neat features. There's a lot of things I like about it. It's different from other survival games. A lot of people were complaining about the online only aspect of it. I mean, that part doesn't really bother me because unless you live in like, a third world country, it's not really an issue to have internet access. That's the first thing. The second part of it, I mean, they're going to make an offline mode, but that's the first thing that people complained about. Then, on top of that, they were complaining about the... make sure I'm going the right way. Not quite. Here, go this way. Then they were complaining about... so they're going to make an offline mode because of all those complaints. And then some people were complaining about like bugginess and things that weren't immersive in the game. There's a streamer that I follow, but I don't watch him all the time. And he plays 7 Days to Die primarily. And he was talking about bugs, and it's like I can't take you seriously, man. If you're playing your main game is a game that's been in early access for 13 years. And yes, I play 7 Days to Die too, but it is far from a perfect game. And it was definitely very far from a perfect game at launch. So to compare a game that just came out to a game that's been in development for 13 years and be like, well, I don't like it because it feels like a half-baked mess. You've been playing a half-baked mess for 13 years, so it's kind of hard to take you seriously, man. But overall, I like it. I like the game. It's fun. It can be relaxing. I mean, you gotta fight a lot of creatures and stuff when you get to higher levels. But, like, you can kind of just chill and build your base and do whatever. And that might be what we work on because I haven't spent hardly any time on my base in that game. I literally just threw down some foundations, threw the benches down, threw a mattress down, and said done. So maybe we'll do some interior design in that game. I did unlock some... I've been trying to unlock a lot of the recipes before I really got into building, so... we'll see. We might work on the base a little bit. I actually got this truck from an area not far from around here. Basically when I got this truck, I had a car that was fully built. And then I filled it up with all the parts for the truck. And I decided to switch to the truck as soon as I found a running version. And I found a running version, so we essentially took all those parts, threw it on this one, threw all our bags and stuff in the new vehicle, and abandoned the old one. I haven't looked at what the server rules are for multiple vehicles. They're in the Discord, and I'm not on Discord all that much. But I'm good with one vehicle because I'm just one player. So I might go look for an airplane one of these days. One of these days when I get the urge to play this game a lot, I may go look for an airplane at the airfield. My problem is I'm still learning the mechs and how to avoid them and how to like break line of sight. And mechs just aren't fun to deal with. a lot of servers turn the mechs off, and I also don't like that. So it's like, because if you have the mechs on, there's one ultimate like threat, right? But if you turn the mechs off, the zombies alone are not enough of a PvE threat to threaten your life. So at that point, you basically should just be playing PvP, and then if you're playing PvP, that's a whole different mindset and a whole different ballgame. So, A3. A3. It's a little bit past our house. I was about to say, if that was like literally at our house, well, we're not there. I mean, they kind of spawned two of them on top of our house, which is kind of bogus, but we could have done 2 airdrops at least in this 1 hour of gameplay. Yep, and I know not a lot happened in this particular stream for Scum, but sometimes you play Scum and there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of hordes, a lot of things spawning in. I really do think the server owners changed the spawn rates of the zombies, because there used to be more zombies than like that spawning in a little area like that. I want to say they had the zombies set to 3 times zombies before, so that would normally have been 6 zombies before. So I'm thinking the server settings got changed, and that's what's making zombies not spawn as much. Which is fine if you want to, you know, kind of hang out and chill, but not so exciting for people to watch streaming-wise. So let's try to cut across. If I don't total my car hitting trees. Alright. God damn it. Damn it. Lost half my durability hitting the rock. It's okay, we can repair our truck, but I'm not gonna do it while we're on stream. I'll do that off stream. Alright, so if I go that way, that'll loop me right to where my base is. If this is the right road. Should be. Should be the right road. We'll see. Yep, it is. Okay. Should loop me back towards my base. It's relatively inexpensive to like repair the vehicle, so I'm not super worried about the damage being high. And I'm not sure I'm gonna I'm gonna live stream all night tonight. See. We'll see how I'm feeling, because once I get tired of talking, I may not want to stream anymore. Alright, so I just have to get home and get to my bed. And then we'll call this particular part of the stream. And we will pick it up with a new game. I'll figure out which game I want to play during my little break between games. Alright. So I will switch to another game and let y'all know what's going on later.